going to present our project of communication skills on the self-initiated topic, optimizing exam performance and mitigating exam anxiety. Kharavela. Kalinga Chakravartin Samrat Kharavela was a powerful Indian king who ruled over the ancient kingdom of Kalinga, present-day Odisha, in the 2nd century BC.
His military conquest, strategic brilliance, and administrative prowess made him a formidable opponent for the rival kingdom of his time. His effective use of elephantry, cavalry, and infantry led to the victories over the kingdoms of Anga, Atwanika, and Satvana dynasty.
In order for his men to be able to eat, he is said to have eaten flesh from his own arm when his army started to run out of supplies during expedition.
Along with his military skills, he had great skill in administration too. His era is marked as the golden era of Kalinga, leaving a lasting legacy in history. His leadership and military prowess make him one of ancient India's greatest warriors.
Now we shall introduce ourselves.
Hello, my name is Swayam Shubham Sahu.
Hello everyone, my name is Sahil Sahu.
I am Siddharth Vish.
Hello, my name is Sharaditya Ghosh.
Hello, my name is Shubham Jain. Hello, my name is Kausar.
First of all, we would like to thank our institute, NITRR, and our professor, Dr. Anup Kumar Tiwari, for providing us this golden opportunity to do this project.
This project has given us a really nice learning experience and exposure regarding the mostly unexplored topics, the positive impact of human beings on the environment.
It has also given us insight on the requirements to make a proper video and the ways which we can make it effective.
We have put in a lot of effort in making this video. We would highly appreciate constructive criticism of the video. So let's begin with the topic.
We all have given exams earlier, and most of us will agree that studying one night before the exam is not a great experience. Feeling that increasing anxiety which starts eating you out from the inside, feeling suffocated by the pressure, thinking of living up to the expectations of your parents, thinking of failure and ruining your future. It's all too familiar to all of us. We all have always had that one thought of skipping the exam, thinking, what's the point? I will never make it in time. So many different thoughts cross our mind on the few days before a major exam. By the end of this session, our goal is to help you not just survive exams but to thrive in them, enhancing your performance while preserving your well-being. Before we can mitigate exam anxiety, it is important to understand its nature and origin, why it arises, how it manifests, and what specific ways it impacts your performance. What is exam anxiety? At its core, exam anxiety is a psychological state characterized by unease, tension, and fear, triggered by the anticipation of an upcoming examination. It can manifest in a variety of ways, both mentally and physically. Cognitive symptoms. These include racing thoughts, feelings of being overwhelmed, inability to focus, and persistent self-doubt, such as thinking, I am not prepared enough, or I can't remember anything I studied. These cognitive disruptions make it difficult to retrieve information you have studied or apply critical thinking during the exam. Physical symptoms. Anxiety is not just a mental phenomenon, it has physical manifestations as well. Sweating, increased heart rate, nausea, dizziness, and even trembling are all common responses to exam related stress. These physical symptoms can exacerbate the feeling of panic, making it even harder to focus. While a mild level of anxiety before an exam can be considered normal, serving as a motivator to prepare, when this anxiety becomes overwhelming, it can be detrimental to your performance.
Why does exam anxiety occur? Several factors contribute to the development of exam anxiety, and understanding these can help us better manage it. External pressures and expectations. Students often feel overweight of expectation from family, friends, or even society at large. These external pressures can create a sense of urgency and a fear of disappointing others. This sense of being under constant scrutiny often fuels the anxiety surrounding exams. Fear of failure or the perception of failure is a major contributor to anxiety. The fear that poor performance on the exam could lead to negative consequences, and whether it's failing the course, missing out on the opportunities, or living up to the personal or familial standards can create a paralyzing sense of dread. And the third one is negative past experience. Previous struggles with exams can create a self-fulfilling prophecy. If a student had difficulty with exams in past, they may begin to anticipate failure, which in turn leads to anxiety. This can create a negative feedback loop where anxiety itself becomes a barrier to successful performance. Perceived inadequate preparation. One of the most common causes of anxiety is uncertainty surrounding exam readiness. Students often feel that no amount of preparation is enough, or they fear that they have missed important materials. This sense of inadequacy fuels anxiety, especially if there is a perception that time is running out. How exam anxiety impairs performance. It's a crucial to recognize that exam anxiety is not a merely an emotional or physical experience. It actively impairs on your ability to perform under pressure. Here is how. First one is impaired cognitive function. Anxiety can have a profound impact on your memory and concentration. Under stress, the brain prefrontal cortex, the area which is responsible for high level of thinking, become less effective. This makes it difficult to retrieve information, organize thoughts, and critical analyze exam questions. And second one is test taking fatigue. Mental fatigue is a common consequence of anxiety. When you are anxious, the constant state of heightened alertness drains cognitive resources, leaving you mentally exhausted before the exam even begins. This fatigue can hinder your ability to stay focused and sharp throughout this test. Third one is physical discomfort and distraction. Anxiety induced physical symptoms such as accelerated heartbeat or shallow breathing can distract you during the exam, makes it difficult to stay focused on the task at hand. These symptoms are not only make you feel unwell but also triggered further anxiety, perpetuating the cycle of stress.
Next up, we have test taking fatigue. Mental fatigue is a common consequence of anxiety. When you are anxious, the constant state of heightened alertness drains cognitive resources, leaving you mentally exhausted before the exam even begins. This fatigue can hinder your ability to stay focused and sharp throughout the test. Physical discomfort and distraction. Anxiety induced physical symptoms such as an accelerated heartbeat or shallow breathing can distract you during the exam, making it difficult to stay focused on the task at hand. These symptoms not only make you feel unwell but also trigger further anxiety, perpetuating the cycle of stress. Self sabotaging thought patterns. Anxiety often leads to negative self talk. Statements like, I am going to fail, or I am not smart enough, or maybe even I never do well under pressure. This negative mindset can lead to a lack of confidence, further exaggerating the stress and making it harder to perform well. Next up, we have some strategies to mitigate exam anxiety. Having established the nature and impact of exam anxiety, let's explore how we can effectively manage and mitigate it. Thus, these strategies can be grouped into three main categories. First one is mindset shifts, next one is effective preparation, and the third one is well-being practices. Going on with mindset shift, we need to reframe our perspective on exams. The first step to managing anxiety is to change the way we think about exams. Much of our anxiety comes from the perception that exams are life defining events. By altering this mindset, we can reduce the pressure we place on ourselves. When we improve, next we have to embrace a growth mindset. The concept of growth mindset, as proposed by the psychologist Carl Dweck, encourages the belief that abilities and intelligence are not fixed traits but can be cultivated through learning and effort. Viewing exams as opportunities for growth rather than final judgment of your ability can help alleviate the pressure. A growth mindset shifts your focus from the outcome to the process, making exam feel more like learning experiences.
Challenge catastrophic thinking. Students often indulge in catastrophic thinking, believing that failure in one exam will ruin their entire academic future. Instead of focusing on worst case scenarios, reframe your thoughts by asking yourself, what is the best outcome I can expect from this situation? Reframe failures as an opportunity for feedback and learning. Focus on effort, not perfection. Instead of obsessing over the idea of perfect performance, focus on giving your best effort. High achievers often fall prey to the belief that anything less than perfection is failure. By shifting your focus to effort rather than outcome, you will reduce unnecessary pressure and reduce anxiety too. Accept imperfection. Recognize that exams are inherently imperfect. There will always be elements outside of your control, and mistakes are an inevitable part of the learning process. Adopting a self compassionate attitude towards imperfection can help you manage stress and improve your performance. Preparation strategies. structured and strategic planning. Proper preparation is perhaps the most important aspect of reducing exam anxiety. The more thoroughly and systematically you prepare, the less you will worry on the exam day. Create a realistic study schedule. The importance of early preparation cannot be overstated. A well structured study schedule can break down the material into manageable chunks, can reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed. Create a schedule that accounts for all subjects and topics with specific times set aside for review and practice. A written plan provides structure and direction, helping you avoid last minute cramming. Utilize active recall and spaced repetition. Rather than passively reading notes or textbooks, engage in active recall, testing yourself on the material without referring to your notes. This technique strengthens memory retention and encourages deeper understanding. Combine this with spaced repetition, reviewing information at increasing intervals to solidify long term retention of whatever you have studied for the examination. Stimulate exam conditions. One of the most effective ways to prepare is by taking practice exams under timed conditions. This allows you to get familiar with the format of the exam, practice, practice under pressure, and refine your time management skills. Practice makes a man perfect. The more you simulate real exam conditions, the less anxious you'll feel when it's time for the actual test.
Collaborative study. While solo study is important, consider the benefits of group study. Engaging in collaborative learning with peers allows for exchange of ideas, clarification of difficult concepts, and reinforcement of knowledge. However, ensure that your group remains focused and goal oriented to avoid distraction. Well-being practices. Maintaining physical and mental health. Maintaining your mental and physical well-being is essential for managing anxiety and optimizing performance. Without a balanced approach, anxiety will be more difficult to control. Exercise regularly. Regular physical activities is one of the most effective ways to reduce stress and improve cognitive function. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters, and improve brain health. Even moderate exercise such as walking, swimming, or yoga can alleviate anxiety and enhance focus. Prioritize sleep. Sleep is critical for both memory consolidation and cognitive performance. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Particularly in the days leading up to the exam, lack of sleep can impair attention, memory, and decision making, all of which are vital during an exam. Avoid the temptation to stay up late cramming, as sleep deprivation exacerbates anxiety. Practice mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness or relaxation techniques into your daily routine. Practices like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and meditation can help lower cortisol levels, the body stress hormone, and help you maintain calmness. Spending even 10 to 15 minutes each day on mindfulness can improve emotional regulation and decrease anxiety. Fuel your body with nutritious food. A balanced diet is key to both physical and cognitive well-being. Consuming foods that support brain function such as leafy green, nuts, whole grains, and lean proteins can keep you alert and energized during exam preparation. Avoid excessive caffeine or sugary foods, as this can lead to energy crashes and increase feelings of anxiety. Exam day. strategies for staying calm and focused. Finally, the day of exam is when your preparation and mindset come together. Here are few key strategies to maintain composure and perform your best.
Arriving early to the exam room allow you to settle in and acclimate to the environment. Take a few minutes to breathe deeply, review key concepts, or simply relax. Rushing into an exam can trigger stress and hinder your ability to concentrate. Use breathing technique. If anxiety set in during the exam, utilize deep breathing exercise. Take a deep breath in for 4 seconds, hold 4 seconds, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. This simple technique calm the nervous system, slow the heart rate, and restore focus. Strategy your approach. Start with the question that seems easiest or most familiar to you. This builds confidence and movement. Leave more challenging questions for later and don't allow a difficult question to derail your focus. Break the exam into sections and tackle them one at a time. Positive affirmation. Keep your thought positive. Remind yourself that you have prepared and that you are capable of handling this challenge. Use positive self-talk such as I can do this or I am ready for this. In conclusion, exam anxiety is a common challenge for many students, but it is not an insurmountable one. By understanding its cause, shifting our mindset, preparing strategically, and prioritizing our well-being, we can significantly reduce the impact of anxiety and perform at our best during exam. Remember, exams are merely one aspect of your academic journey. They do not define your intelligence, your potential, or your future. With the right tools and strategy in place, you can navigate to stress or exam with confidence, resilience, and success. Thank you for your attention today. I hope you leave this session with a sense of empowerment and a deeper understanding of how to optimize your academic performance while managing exam anxiety. Best of luck in all your future endeavors, and remember, you have got this.
We would once again like to thank our institute and Dr. Anup Tiwari sir for giving us this opportunity. With this, we in Kharavela hereby remain. Thank you.